morning. I'm excited because we finally got this package in the mail today. It took about 2 weeks to get here, but well worth the wait. And what these are a couple of wood floating shelves from Design Within Reach. The brand is Auto Copenhagen. And we're going to be using these for a somewhat unconventional use case. We're going to be using these as floating nightstands in our bedroom. And the reason for this is we just upgraded our bed size to a king mattress. Because of that, we lost a lot of space on the sides of our bed in between our walls, and so we no longer have room for the nightstands we had, so we had to get rid of those, and we were looking for another solution. We couldn't really find any smaller nightstands that would fit there, so we were looking around and thought floating shelves might be a good solution, and we really like these ones. Got them in the mail, and we're gonna assemble these today and see how they look. I'll show you the old nightstands we had. We really liked them. Actually, my wife made them by hand, but sadly they're just too big now and didn't fit beside our bed. So we had to get rid of those, and this is what we're gonna have now. We found these on the Design Within Reach website, and then we actually went to a showroom to see if they were there in person, but they didn't have them in stock, so we ordered them through the store. It took about 2 weeks to get here. And by the way, if you haven't checked out Design Within Reach, they have really great interior design pieces and furniture. We got our couch from there when we moved into this place, and even if you don't want to purchase from there and you're looking for more like budget-friendly options, it's just like a great place to look for inspiration. Let's unbox these and get them ready to go. I think they'll be pretty straightforward to install, just a couple of screws, put them in the drywall, but I just want to make sure that I measure them right at the right height and distance from the wall so I don't have to redo anything. Let's get to doing these and then we'll see how they look. And then I'm also going to do like a full bedroom tour once that's done, so you can kind of see what the whole room looks like. All right. What I like most about these shelves is like the rounded underside. You can see like it looks pretty flat and thin from the top, but when you come down, it's a little more rounded and has a little bit more shape to it, which looks pretty cool. And then from across the room, you can kind of get a better idea of what the profile looks like for the shelf. So far, I like it, but let's see how it looks when we put everything back together and accessorize it. Pretty happy with the floating shelves that we have here. They installed very easily and they're sleek and minimal, and I like the wood finish. I think it matches the bed and the headboard that we have. And yeah, they're small enough to fit like a phone, maybe like a cup of water, a candle or something like that. So not too much space, but it's really all we need for nightstands. So yeah, the phone fits right there. That's the most important thing. And then actually have a new bedding set that's supposed to be delivered today, so hopefully that comes, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a bedding refresh as well. But in the meantime, let's do like a full room tour of our bedroom and show you kind of all the pieces we have. It's a very like minimalist Japandi style room, I guess you can call it. So let's do that and show you around. All right, so coming into the room right here, not very big, which is part of the reason we wanted a very minimalist and Japandi style look. So all of the colors and textures in here are very like natural, organic, kind of wood and soft tones. First thing that you'll probably see when you walk in here is the Herman Miller light. So yeah, the Herman Miller light, this is from Design Within Reach. It's a very popular, timeless piece. This is something that we'll definitely take with us in whatever home we move to next. One of the things that we love about this apartment is that we have floor to ceiling windows throughout the whole apartment. I think these are 10-foot high ceilings and ton of natural light. We have, I think, north and kind of east facing views. So yeah, this brings a ton of warmth and natural light to the space, which makes it feel very homey and cozy. The one drawback here is that you can't open any windows in the whole apartment, so don't get a whole lot of fresh air. We do have a balcony which you can go out and open and get some air in, but not being able to like crack a window open at night and get that like cold, crisp air is definitely a drawback. So yeah, we hung these floor to ceiling curtains from IKEA, which work really well. And then we hung 2 tracks. So we have blackout curtains behind the more like sheer curtains here. Because we are north facing, we get some pretty awesome views of the downtown skyline, which looks amazing at night. For the bed, we have a Thuma bed frame, just upgraded to king size. We actually had the same frame in a queen, but we sold that on Facebook Marketplace and got the king. It's very solid wood, and yeah, we just like the kind of light natural oak finish. Okay, real quick, I wanted to talk about the headboard, because this is something special to us because we made it ourselves. So yeah, we're pretty proud of it. We were inspired by like Thuma and a lot of these other online furniture and bedding retailers. A lot of them look the same, and it looked like a pretty simple thing to make, so we did a little bit of research. So this is actually just a big piece of plywood, and then we got some foam from the fabric store, and then the cloth is actually a linen curtain that we bought, I think just from Amazon, and all we did was stretch it out and staple it to the wood. Didn't take us very long. I think the first time around we didn't stretch it tight enough, so we undid it and then made sure we were tight enough on the second time, and yeah, it worked. We're very pleased with it and I think it looks great. This credenza or side table, not really sure what to call it, because this is another piece that we did a little DIY and made ourselves as well. Again, we were inspired by a piece of furniture my wife saw on CB2 or something like that. But what we did here is just take a couple pieces of plywood and stack them together, did a little shaving around to kind of get these rounded sides, and then these bottom pieces here just have 2x4s inside them, and then these are actually paper mache cylinders that two of them that we put together, and then paper mache around it, and then put them around the 2x4. This is also, I think, lending to this kind of minimalist look that we have in the room, because it doesn't have any drawers or cabinetry, which is something purposefully that we wanted. We didn't want something that would allow us to accumulate stuff. Because we have this in here, it forces us to be very minimal, so we can't collect a lot of things in this room, which is great. And then on the table, we just kind of have random decorative pieces that we change out a lot depending on the mood or the season. Lastly, we found this wood and wicker chair at a thrift store and thought it looked nice in the place. It usually just accumulates like clothes and things that we throw on here, but when it does enough stuff on it, it looks pretty nice. Normally we have a plant in here, but our last one died. We are not very good with plants, so if anyone has a recommendation for a good indoor plant that can go in here, we're all ears. We do have a snake plant in our other room, so ideally we'd want something different. But yeah, we just haven't had much success so far with plants in this bedroom. All right, that's the room tour. And disclaimer, if you haven't seen my other videos, we do have a newborn baby, so it doesn't always look like this. We now have a bunch of like baby supplies that are sitting around in every room of the house. So I did do a little bit of cleaning for this tour, but this is like our ideal state. But we understand right now we have a baby, so we got diapers and wipes and all of the baby things that usually just kind of sit around the room right now. But thanks for watching this room tour, and let's get on with the next part of the video.